Hey guys, today I am so excited to talk to you about a game near and dear to me, Oddworld. I was first introduced to this game back in 2007 when Oddworld Stranger's Wrath was just released, and once I played through that game, I actually had to go back and play through all the rest. So what is Oddworld? Well, to be honest, it's an amazing story, and it's very different from other games. It's also been in development since 1997, so it's been creating a massive, amazing world full of the ever so amazing one person can change the fates of the world. In many of the games, you actually get to play as a Mudokon named Abe. Now, he is the best floor waxer in his entire company, and even Employee of the Year at one point. That is until he learns the fate of his kind. Turns out the bosses of the company he works for, they're evil, they're rich, they're powerful, they're gluckin. They need more profits for their company. They want to turn the Mudokons into a new meat source and sell it through the world. So that's kind of what brings us to Oddworld Soulstorm. This game has just been released and is a complete retelling of the first Oddworld game ever made, Abe's Exodus. Before we discuss this game any further, if you haven't yet, please subscribe and leave a like. This truly helps me as a creator and lets me know you enjoy what I do. So Oddworld Soulstorm is a beautiful combination of exploration, crafting, puzzles, and a platformer all in one. They created this game in what the developers call a 2.9D graphical setting. This means the game is in a 2D platform style, but has 3D graphics along with a maneuverable camera. So not only in cutscenes, but in the gameplay itself, it allows you to move around, kind of see the world, and see where you're going. This is really cool in a 2D platformer because usually you're the center and that's where you're stuck, but in this game it really shows off the world, and it's a gorgeous world to look at. So the point of this game is that you are going through and you are rescuing your people, the Mudokon, and you're doing that from the Gluckons, the evil bosses. Now, you actually get to travel through the world to many different places, from deserts to industrial zones, different companies, so each level is very different and gorgeous in its own way. As you explore each level, you will come across a great number of allies that you need to save, and you can do this many different ways, by recruiting allies, or by using stealth and combat, or just using the crafting to get the right tools for the job. Each level has its own brand of puzzles and challenges to get in your way of saving all that you can. And yes, I said you can recruit allies. You can do this by finding the workers of your people that are stuck on each level, and using Abe's abilities, you get them to come with you. This is a great mechanic because it provides extra solutions to more puzzles. Also, they can help you in combat and even crafting different items. Now, in my opinion, this is your greatest tool to success. There's also different ways to get through every single level, and that does include, like I said, stealth and combat. So, being honest with you, Abe, though he's the savior of his kind, if you go one-on-one with a lot of the enemies in the game, you're going to lose. But this is where you get to use brains over brawn. I love this strategy because you can distance yourself and using simple stealth mechanics, get into a better position to take advantage of the situation and thwart your enemies. Not only that, there's also the crafting. This comes into play because you can build new weapons based off of what you find in lockers, vending machines, or even on enemies you take out through the level. There are so many weapons and abilities to use, and they even upgrade with you as you progress through the game. This is where your creativity and strengths get to show off as an individual. You can build all that you're looking to build, and you can use them in different ways to get through each level. This is cool because this means that you get to beat the level your way, and it might be better than others. So, like I said, you're rescuing huge groups of your people, and this is basically staging a large-scale prison escape. You're leading your people through each course, trying to save as many as you can, and while this is going on, groups of enemies are gathering together to fire upon them as they're climbing a wall, or they're building a barricade, so you have to kind of solve a puzzle in a timely manner to save as many as you can. Now, this is where you use all the tools we just talked about to get all of your people to safety as fast as you can. And the cool thing is at the end of each level, you can post your results of how many people you saved, your time, and other things you accomplished to leaderboards, and use that as a comparison. This might inspire you to go back and replay the level to get a better time, or even save more of your kind. This game is currently available on PlayStation and PC. Now, if you have a PlayStation 5, here's a couple reasons I recommend getting it on the PlayStation 5 over the other consoles for right now. Currently, The DualSense controller has some really cool features built into it. Number one being the fact that Abe's heartbeat is linked directly to the controller. So as you enter high stress, high tense situations, you'll be able to feel that in the controller as Abe is trying to make his escape or make it through a fight. Also, the triggers have their force feedback, and when you enter those high tense situations, you will feel that feedback as you're going through, and it will make you feel more immersed, and it'll make you feel like you're more in the struggle of Abe himself as you're trying to save your people. The last reason why I recommend this game on PlayStation 5 currently is for the month of April of its release, if you currently have PlayStation Plus, the game is actually free for you to try. You can jump in, whether you're a longtime fan or somebody looking to jump into the series. This is a great way for you to try it without having to spend any money out of your own pocket. The other nice thing is, though, if you don't have a PlayStation 5, the game's price point is set at $50. Now, it's so much better than the $60 or $70 we're seeing games go for right now, and this is a full-length game. So I do love this game. I have been playing the crap out of it, so I do recommend it to anybody who likes the platforming style. This game is absolutely gorgeous, and it sticks to a modern story following previous Oddworld storytelling. I would recommend this game to anyone new to the series or previous fans of the series, especially if you enjoy a good old-fashioned platformer with modernized technology. The story is enough to carry you through, the characters are enough to make you feel good about what you're doing, and it also goes to show that anyone can be a hero, no matter what abilities or powers they have. Thank you all so much for joining me on my thoughts of Oddworld. If you liked it, please subscribe, like the video. It really helps me out, so in that way I can build the channel from here, and also know where I need to progress as a creator. Not only that though, if you guys have a favorite Oddworld moment or game, something you want to share, put it in the comments below. I love reading those and knowing where you guys are coming from when I make these videos. So thank you all so much for joining me, and as always, remember, take their eggs for dominance.